doesn't like turn down your ringer or anything?
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally hit the thing, and we're streaming.
I see that.
I got
Sorry
6
about
cameras.
that. I was waiting for a.
Yeah, there it is.
I had my hand on the thing.
Look.
So did I.
Ha.
I got saltwater taffy.
All right, but this will give us. We gotta get set up anyway, so let's.
Okay.
I have saltwater taffy.
Thank you.
Look.
Fantastic.
Do you know? I want you to know something. I want you to understand how important that information is to me.
It's really good, and I bet you like saltwater taffy.
I do. I enjoy saltwater taffing. I am 300 miles away from you, and on top of that, I
haven't tried the green one yet. What flavor do you think it is?
Green apple.
I was thinking the same thing.
I have some of those that
What if it's lime?
I had them in the fridge for like, I don't know, a year. Now they're in my cabinet, like defrosting.
It might be lime, but I can't tell.
Oh.
So Matt, you were trying to give us.
It's lime.
What's that?
It's
you
lime.
were trying to express a coherent thought.
He can't eat it because he's diabetic.
Yeah, she's got the general point of it.
Does she?
What were you trying to say, Maddie?
She doesn't get that we don't care that she has saltwater taffy because
right. We don't care. I care.
Because we're nowhere near her.
You're just jealous because you're diabetic and you can't eat all of this.
No, you're absolutely correct. Thank you for rubbing it in my face. I thought you were the one. I thought you were the one that didn't like making fun of people. Oh, what? We can make fun of diabetics all you want. Oh, okay. I understand how things go now.
Diabetics aren't people.
Diabetes.
Oh, all right. Okay. I see how it all is now. I see how we're doing.
Do you have that sound? Can you get that on there?
What's that?
Diabetes.
Ooh.
It's a sound bit.
Wilford Brimley.
I can bring up a Wilford Brimley clip, of course.
I have diabetes.
Yeah. We should introduce Maddie like that from now on.
No,
and
thank
the
you.
star of our show, diabetes. Maddie, you rock.
He has diabetes.
My diabetes is none of your business. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm eating Caramello bar. Yum yum.
Why don't you go fuck yourself, Pete?
Stop making fun of him.
Stop making fun of the diabetic, Pete.
I was merely informing him of what I was eating. I'm not enjoying it at all.
Hang on, Pete. Let me go comb my fucking hair.
Oh, really? Hold on a sec.
Hang on, I can't see you.
Liberty Medical wasn't interested in ice cream. Wasn't interested in eggs.
Did you ever see the video I made with that?
Diabetes. But I was
that from the video or I made with that?
I might have to live a long time.
Yeah, you can. It's got a beat. You can dance to it.
All right.
Come on, get happy. Feel better.
You want to get started? Can we get moving?
Come on.
Yeah.
I don't usually like sugary sweet stuff anyway, so if that makes you feel any better. I'm more of a salty, tangy, creamy kind of person, savory. But
I went to
sweet
Wawa
stuff
the
I
other
don't
day
usually
and
like.
bought like 6 of the giant, like extra large size. The extra large size candy bars.
Salty nuts? No!
Yep.
Devontae heard me talking. He came in and was like, salty nuts.
Oh, so he heard salty nuts and he got excited.
No, he just heard me talking about salt. He said salty nuts.
Like to try my salty. What was it? My chocolate
salty balls.
Hello, children. Would you like to try my chocolate salty balls?
Why do you sound like
Chef from South Park.
All right.
There, I'm finished. I'm finished eating before the show starts. Yeah.
Oh, holy
Good work,
shit,
Pete.
Pete. Thanks. Wow. Look at Pete.
He's going to have a midnight
Look at Pete.
snack.
Right before the show actually starts, but during the live stream, he finished eating.
Ready to go?
I suppose. All right, let's mute that.
Thank you.
There we go. And all right, I'm closing down. You can go.
This week on the Media Virus Podcast.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Man inked over 90% of his body, gets routinely hidden from management. Parody news site The Onion files an amicus brief with SCOTUS defending the right to parody. And the average person admits to making 4 wrong major decisions. Clearly, the infection team is way above average. All this, more news, just the tips, Stanley's pumpkin spice audit, and the infection team chats with diva Kelly Boyle about singing at the Rehoboth Jazz Festival on episode 101 of the Media Virus Podcast. It's the Media Virus Podcast. Let's point and laugh at the world burning around us. With executive producer Mike Latoris. We'll do an intro, we'll do an outro, and then do our wrap. BBC correspondent Stanley McFadden.
Makes me tingly in an unfamiliar way.
And the Scorpion Goddess.
I'm a Scorpio, but secretive. I just don't say a lot of shit.
And now, spreading the sage nihilism of an aged Gen Xer, your host and mine, the star of our show, the incomparable Maddie Rockdeath.
I had no, but I was, I kind of wanted to, and whoa.
Hot damn, do we have a show for you people this week. I am Maddie Rockdeath. Welcome to the Media Virus Podcast. Please like, subscribe, follow, and share. Get us out there because, what the liberal media and the conservative talking heads don't want you to know is that if we all start talking and actually listening to each other, then we'll start cultivating understanding and grow real communities, not separations of tribalism and in our own neighborhoods. And where we live and grow, and which is why we focus on some local stories, even though we can be accessed anywhere in the world. And tonight, our B block will be a very special interview hosted by our own Stanley McFadden, and he will be interviewing half of the divas of One Love, Miss Kelly Boyle, who will be performing this Friday at the Pond in Rehoboth Beach in celebration of the Delaware Jazz Festival. Very exciting stuff. And we're looking forward to that. But, right now, let me introduce the rest of the cast. Joining me this evening is, we've already heard from the Reverend and Professor Mike Latoris. How are you doing today, Mike?
Not too bad. Just a programming note. I'm going to have to pull some audio from the video stream because I had a little uh-oh here. But we're good.
No, SpaghettiOs.
Yep.
Well, you know what? That type of thing happens, and that's why, that's why we
do both.
Do both. Yeah, we always have that safeguard in place, and we're very excited about that. But like I said, let's get into the rest of Scorpion Goddess, Juliette Everett. Welcome, Juliette. How are you today?
Hey. What's up?
What's going on? Let me ask you a question.
What?
Have you ever had saltwater taffy?
Oh my God, I have some right here.
Do you really have saltwater taffy right there?
I got
Is it
all
delicious?
the flavors.
There's a lot of flavors.
Is it authentic from this area?
It's from Massachusetts.
See, that's a problem.
Saltwater taffy from Massachusetts.
I thought saltwater taffy was a New England thing.
No, that's like getting Delaware lobsters.
Yeah.
Wait, so saltwater taffy is a New England thing? My entire life?
No, saltwater
taffy is a fucking New Jersey thing, and everybody knows it.
Built on a lie.
The Jersey Shore saltwater taffy. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
No salt water in it. It's just near the beach.
Yeah, I don't know. I always wondered how is saltwater taffy actually made?
Yeah, where's the closest saltwater to Massachusetts?
We have to add. That's another thing.
Wait, is that a real question?
It was.
What was the question?
He asked where the closest saltwater was to Mass.
Massachusetts is a.
It's right on the coast. You ever heard of the Cape, right?
I know.
Do you really? Because you just All right. I'm sorry. I apologize. Let's introduce Pete, everybody, since he's already There's
the
Pete.
guy with shit all over his face.
You got shit on your face? You been eating ass again?
No.
All right. And
Hi,
on
guys.
the phone, or in audio, I don't know what's going on. Big Daddy has actually joined us, and he's, I guess, on his way home. And he will be, like I said, conducting that interview in the B block. But first, I found this next story.
If you eat ass correctly, you do not get shit on your face. What
Okay,
you get
thanks
is a
for-
thank you and a steak dinner.
I really thought this was a New England thing.
I really, you know what? Who the fuck knows? Because everybody
Eating
in
ass
New
is
Jersey,
not a New England thing.
everybody in New Jersey thinks it's a New Jersey thing. Everybody in Delaware thinks it's a Delaware thing. Everybody near the ocean thinks it's their thing.
Mike, look this up.
Eating
We
ass
need
is
to
a
know where.
universal thing.
I'm
See if
already
they
on
sell
it.
salt
I'm
water.
already on it, Scorpion guys.
See if they sell saltwater taffy like in North Carolina.
Oh, they probably do. Like,
No,
It
that's the
originated-
point that I'm making. Is like,
I got it.
Wait. Oh, what is it?
It originated in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Hot damn!
Ha ha! All right.
Something decent came from Jersey.
The one time I'm willing to claim New Jersey.
Yeah.
Boom.
Guys, I also know the story of saltwater taffy, or so I've read. Now, whether it's true, I can't say.
I got a
But
pink
the
one.
story is apparently there had been a big flood. Well, that's peppermint. I don't like that one. I like the banana.
No.
There
This
is-
one's peppermint.
In 1888.
Yeah, I don't like. Oh, okay.
This one's like strawberry.
Oh, strawberries. Okay. Anyway, so the story goes that there was a vendor on the Atlantic City boardwalk selling taffy, and there had been a big
bubble
flood,
gum.
and the whole store had been flooded. And a customer came in and said, "Oh, what kind of taffy do you have?" And the guy said, "Oh, we got a saltwater taffy," because of the tide had come in and flooded the shop. Now, whether that's true, and so it was called saltwater taffy from then onward. Now, whether it's true or not, I couldn't say, but that's the story I heard.
Doc, I can corroborate your story.
David Bradley was the man's name.
David Bradley, yes.
All right. There you go. There, you learn something
I know
every day.
tons of useless crap.
Aren't you glad that I said I got saltwater taffy?
So it started off with
not
the
even
guy
a little
being
bit,
smart
really.
ass?
I mean, I could have lived without that whole part. We could just be
pink-
talking about this dude with tattoos all over his face.
The pink is actually bubble gum. I thought it was
Holy
strawberry, but it's
shit.
bubble gum.
The pink is bubblegum, guys.
Pink is bubblegum.
Breaking news on the Media Virus podcast. The saltwater taffy in Massachusetts. Pink is bubblegum. I again, this is hard to believe. Pink is bubblegum flavored. It's not actually bubblegum. See, it's a mind fuck. Because you
can
bite
eat
it kind of feels like bubblegum, and you chew it, and it kind of chews like bubblegum, but a little bit fucking different. And then, well, you can swallow it. Or can you? Who the fuck knows if you can swallow saltwater taffy? Who the fuck knows? How many people do you think impacted colons from saltwater taffy? I think it's... We're going to watch. Who knows? Who knows?
I think probably zero, Maddie.
It couldn't... You know what? I don't... all you can do is guesstimate at this point.
Guesstimate. I like
Guesstimate.
that word.
It's your best hypothesis, but...
Everybody who has a doctorate in this room, raise your hand. Yeah, that's what I thought.
So anyway, file this one under Play Stupid Games, Win Stupid Prizes. A man with 90% of his body inked gets hidden by his former employer due to his extreme look. Dateline, Birmingham, UK. The UK's most tattooed man has 90% of his body covered in ink, and it's led to some awkward moments at his place of employment.
I would imagine so. Can you share your screen there, man?
I can.
Show this guy, because I found this guy. First of all, the fact that this guy was employed just blew my mind.
Is he the guy who got like his whole body tattooed to look like
Dude,
a
his like
cheetah
eyes and
or
shit are
something?
tattooed.
Yeah, he's got his sclera tattooed.
Oh, this is a different guy.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the guy with the lizard horns and stuff.
No,
I was thinking about
this
the
is a
cheetah
different dude, but
dude.
like his eyeballs are tattooed. His like,
Why
Yeah,
would you
that's
get
crazy.
their
Have you ever-
eyes
have-
tattooed?
Have you ever seen somebody get that done?
No.
no.
It's scary
No.
as hell. They
I
put
think
a
I've-
needle
I think I've,
right
like-
into your iris or whatever.
I've
think
had sclera.
Sclera, sorry.
Go ahead, Matt.
I think I seen it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like a documentary or some shit like that. And it was, I remember being very, very squeamish and not watching the whole thing because just the idea of a needle in, like, why, like, what makes you think that you would want to walk around like that for like your entire life?
I've had 4 ocular surgeries and what they affectionately refer to as a tap. A tap is just when they stick a needle in your eye to take some of the vitreous out. So I've literally had a needle in my eye and 4 ocular surgeries. And I'm here to tell you, I don't need anything to make my eye hurt, sting, or just feel generally uncomfortable ever again.
Now, Mike, do you cross your heart and hope to die?
I did right before, yeah.
Yeah, this guy can never make a fucking promise.
It really, really made my it made my eye doctor a little nervous. Like, it was funny because I had a problem that my ocular pressure had gone up, so that's why they had to do the tap. So I go in and they're checking me out, and the lady who brought me back and did the initial checks and says, "Okay, well, all right, I'm gonna write this up, and the doctor will be in a minute. He's gonna do his doctor thing." And she turned her back real quick and started writing. I said, "By doctor thing, do you mean jam a needle in my eye?" And she turned around real slow. She says, "You picked up on that?" I was like, "Yeah." It's like, "Yeah." So it's okay. You know, I'm 4 surgeries deep. Whatever we have to do to save my vision at this point, I'm cool with. So then the doctor comes in. He's got drops in one hand, and he's got his other hand all kind of in a funny position. He's trying to palm a needle. I'm like, "Look, just..."
He's got a sledgehammer and an ice pick.
I'm like, "Put the needle down. I know you're going to stick it in my eye. We're cool. Just let's get this over. Let's do this thing, man." He's like, "Oh, man." He's like, I always get so nervous. And then when I crossed my heart right before...
That's the last fucking thing you want to hear out of your fucking surgeon. "Oh, I always get so nervous."
Well, no, he explained it. He gets nervous that the patients are freaked out by the needle. And like he didn't want to feel like he was freaking me out.
Yeah, no, I would seriously freak the fuck out. I would lose my shit.
But
I mean,
this
just the idea of it. I mean, maybe like you didn't, like the first time you didn't just shit your pants.
Well, I had already had. I was 4 surgeries deep. Like
no, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about 4 surgeries deep. I'm talking about the first time.
Oh yeah,
I'm talking about virgin, son.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about when you're deflowered. Did you shit your pants?
I did not, but I also had a good bit of Valium in my blood.
Did they give that to you?
Yes, they were like, "Would you like the Valium, or do you think you're going to be okay?" I was like, "No, whatever you got, I'll take it."
I mean, Valium be nice, Dilaudid would be cool, whatever you got. You know, make a little cocktail, shake it the fuck up in there. Just hit me with it.
Because you're fully awake when they do the when they do cataract surgery.
Oh Jesus.
Yep.
Like,
now when
dude, it's making me like.
No, thank you.
Now when they do the retina stuff in the back, they knock you out far enough that you don't remember any of that. But yeah.
I like watching stuff like that.
It was very nerve-wracking to watch them do the cataract surgery.
I remember like completely freaking out when I was diagnosed with diabetes that I was gonna have to fucking take a needle every day, just because I hate fucking needles. I hate needles so goddamn bad. But I mean, now that I have to take 5 needles every day, you know, I might as well try heroin.
Oh my God.
Might as well. You know what I mean? Fear of needles is gone. I'm joking. I'm still afraid of the whole doing the thing and the strap. That seems weird to me.
I once had a doctor when I had to go in for I stuck my finger in a car part and it sliced my finger open pretty good. They cleaned it out, and the doctor comes in and says, "Oh, you know, like after a couple minutes of talking or whatever, she's like, "Oh, it's a nice day outside. Like there's a window in the room." And I look over to the window, and then she goes, "Bam!" And just
she punched you in the face.
No, she jams like this huge needle in my arm, and I looked at her and I said, "Look, I've cut my arm open. I've done all sorts of things. I've smashed my finger with hammers and stuff. I said, you didn't have to distract me. You could have just, like
a grown ass man.
I'm a grown ass man. But no, you had to pull the, hey, look outside.
The problem is that so many grown ass men are terrified of needles.
Right here.
Absolutely terrified of
right here.
needles.
I refused the flu shot today because I hate needles. I hate them.
Yep.
I don't care.
I met a 70-year-old Marine sniper who spent most of his time in the jungle killing people. He got shot in the leg, in the thigh. He removed his own bullet with his own knife. He cut open his own thigh with his own knife, removed the bullet, and then walked a couple of miles to the nearest hospital.
That's a real man.
That's a real man.
This real man threatened to punch the 4-foot Filipino nurse who wanted to give him a flu shot because he was afraid of the needle.
Wow.
I had a friend in high school who was so afraid of needles. A really good friend of mine. He was so afraid of needles. He went through dentistry without it. And I know his dentist.
Okay, so I'm asking.
And so there's a reason I know his dentist because I went to his dentist one time. And I remember I know this because I had summer school and I would have to take the bus every day. He had to take the bus to the dentist. So when I got off summer school, he would be getting done with the dentist and he would be telling me, he would just be like, and I'd be like, and he would have cavities just drilled with no Novocaine. And he's like, dude, it only really hurts. Go ahead.
I gotta ask you, as a grown ass man who's afraid of needles, like, why? Like they don't. It's just a prick. Like, why is there something that the people are scared of? And I'm not being a smartass. Like, I'm genuinely.
That's a good question.
I mean,
it's a genuine question, and I do have a like. If it wasn't for like the modern invention of these small little tabs, the needle is like a hair and it goes in my belly and it's not like, it's not like a big fucking thing. I don't like a pinch. I'd rather get punched than pinched. I'd rather get shot than that little pinch hurts. Like it's that. And there's something about knowing it's happening. There's something like, what if they fuck up? Like, there's just so many, like, they're puncturing me. It's just a weird fucking, I don't want to be penetrated.
Maybe women aren't as, I was just going to say, maybe women aren't as scared because we're used to getting stuck with little pricks.
I mean, that's very good. That's a very good point.
That was a good one.
When I just got a referral for mental health, so I will ask my psychiatrist why I am afraid of needles, and I'll be like, hey, you know what? I could just do heroin if I wasn't afraid of needles. Can you help me with that? And we'll see what they think about it.
So if your shrink ruins the show, can we bring her on as a guest?
Yes.
How often do you see your psychiatrist?
I don't yet. I have a referral. I got it today.
Oh, how often do you think you would have to go? Once a week, twice a week, once a month?
I'm probably gonna get committed.
Yo,
be 3 or 2.
That's my fear, Maddie. Is if I go see one, I'll get committed.
I went through so many therapists. None of them helped, but I saw one who did twice a week.
A psychiatrist prescribes drugs. A psychologist talks.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Psychiatrist is a medical.
So you're not going to see. Right. So you're not going to see a psychiatrist multiple times a week. You're going to see that man once every quarter to get a refill.
Right. You need to see a psychologist for like therapy.
You should do that instead.
Well, no, because see, the issue is, I get what you're saying, but my issue is that I am not going to take control of my health unless I take control of my ADD. Because if I'm always forgetting to take my medicine, if I'm always forgetting to check my blood sugar, if I'm always forgetting to do my needle, which is all the time, and it's not an intentional thing. I forget, and I lose, and I leave without, and I do these things, and I need to rein myself in, and I can for a little while, but when I rein myself in, I will lose track again. I cannot stay on the rails. I can get myself back on the rails and go for a little bit, but it goes off, and I need to stop that cycle, and so that I can, build a fucking life where I'm actually like healthy and vibrant and can enjoy my grandchildren and maybe go out and do shit. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing.
So you're going to take like Adderall probably?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to ask for like anything in specific. I was on Vyvanse before. I didn't mind it, but I don't know how much it really helped. And
Maddie,
the fact that I'm on gabapentin needs to be considered because I've had some strange reactions.
Yeah.
Maddie.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the concept of an accountability partner? Where you get like a friend or somebody, they're tasked with reminding you.
Oh, I have that. I definitely have. My wife is my accountability partner, and not in a.
I figured as much.
I don't want to make that seem like she is a nagging force, but she is definitely one to help. Let's move on to the next story because we've only hit the one story. It's 9:00 now, and we've got an interview coming up. So,
all right. Well, moving on. The Onion has filed a Supreme Court amicus brief defending the right to parody. Most of you know the Onion as a parody paper itself, but they're standing up and they've filed a brief.
Well, they're standing up for a little guy, from what I understand.
Yes. The Onion, a satirical publication known for poking fun at everything from popular culture to global politics, is taking a stab at a serious issue. Last Monday, it filed an amicus brief at the U.S. Supreme Court in support of an Ohio man who faced criminal charges over a Facebook page parodying his local police department. Anthony Novak, an amateur comic from Parma, a Cleveland suburb, was arrested and briefly jailed after creating a fake social media page in 2016 styled after the Parma Police Department's Facebook page. His lawyers argue it was an obvious parody, and he was acquitted at trial. Novak subsequently filed a civil suit alleging his constitutional rights were violated, though that was dismissed after a federal appeals court granted the police officers qualified immunity, a legal doctrine that protects government officials from being sued for allegedly violating civil rights. There's no recognized right to be free from a retaliatory arrest that is supported by probable cause, the appellate judge ruled. Now Novak is petitioning the Supreme Court to take up his case. True to form, the supporting brief filed by the Onion's lawyers Monday takes a satirical approach to its bid to get the nation's top court to consider Novak's petition. It starts with an outlandishly false claim that the Onion is the world's leading news publication with a daily readership of 4.3 trillion that has grown into the single most powerful and influential organization in human history. Despite the sarcasm and hyperbole, the legal brief isn't a joke. The publication's aim is to get the Supreme Court to scrutinize qualified immunity and free speech rights. Amicus briefs are documents filed by parties not directly involved with the case to provide the court with additional information. The Onion cannot stand idly by in the face of a ruling that threatens to disembowel a form of rhetoric that has existed for millennia, that is particularly potent in the realm of political debate, and that purely incidentally forms the basis of the Onion's writers' paychecks. That's a bit from the brief there. So go ahead.
One, good on the Onion for sticking up, for the little guy. This is, there's this whole gray area. Should the guy, it's obvious when it's obvious satire and you're just being made fun of.
Yes.
The law does not, the man does not get to show up and haul you off because your neighbors saw the man show up at your house and haul you off. It was written in the paper that the man showed up at your house and hauled you off. And that's hard to live down in a small town. It's hard to live down, it can be, especially when the fucking rumors start. Because you might be arresting them for this fucking fake Facebook fucking post. But somebody might go, I knew he was a fucking pedophile. That's all you got to say, you know what I mean? Like, I knew he was whatever. And then now you're labeled and you don't even know it. You don't, and that's the thing. In these little fucking small towns, you get labeled, a rumor fucking starts about you. You might not even fucking know it for years. You might, the whole parish might think that you sexually assaulted some mentally disabled girl and made her pregnant, and you're the father of that kid. That might fucking happen to somebody. And you're like, how the fuck did that happen? That didn't happen to me. I didn't do that. But yet the entire fucking parish thinks that.
Whatever mental train you jumped on, I have no fucking clue.
But it sounds like it
lost
hit
what
close to
you were
home.
talking about.
I was going to get Maddie baptized, and Matt's mom had a little sister who was disabled and was sexually assaulted and was pregnant and had a child. And I was dating Lisa.
Right.
And there was the priest at my church thought that I sired that child.
Wow.
And
yipes.
But Maddie, what does that have to do with this?
Oh, the small town thing. He got arrested.
Small town rumors.
Small town rumors. He gets arrested. His friend, it's in a paper that he gets arrested. People might not understand what he was arrested for. And now living down the rumors in a small town, he might not even know what's going behind his back. He doesn't know what people are saying about him. That's the point that I was making.
Careful, because making a leap like that, you could really pull a hamstring, and that would hurt.
What's the next story, Mike?
What I was saying. No,
Go through it. Let's go through it. Let's get done.
Let me just throw in here. So I like the idea that the Onion is getting involved in this, because this is something that goes at what they do, right? I mean, they're a satirical newspaper. So if this guy did something satirically and faced legal consequences for it, it makes perfect sense that a big organization like the Onion would take an interest.
They should.
That's exactly what they do.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It was all stated in the article. All right. What's the next story, Mike?
Well, this one comes to us. I believe this one came to us from Big Daddy. Mulligan, please. The average person admits they've made 4 wrong major decisions in life.
I got to tell you, I'm well above average. Well.
Dateline.
I lost count like a couple years ago.
Plenty of folks try to adopt a no-regrets attitude when it comes to their journey through life. That said, surely everyone has had one of those moments or decisions that they wish they could go back and change. Now, a new survey finds that the average American estimates that they've made 4 wrong major decisions in their life. In fact, the poll of 2,000 adults shows that nearly a third say that they've made even more, 31%.
See that? A third.
This may be why 71% wish they had more guidance when it comes to making large life decisions.
That doesn't, guidance doesn't fucking help. Because the
Yes,
person
it
guiding
does.
you might not fucking know anything either. That's half the fucking problem is idiots are raising fucking idiots. That's half the fucking problem, right? So if you got guidance that you should never get a credit card and you should never get a loan and you should always try to pay everything cash, you're gonna live a life of shit unless you can really earn some fucking cash. You know what I mean? Like it's guidance doesn't help. You gotta get the right guidance. You gotta get the right people saying the right shit.
Well, yeah, you got to get the right person.
Right.
Me, the reason why I do the work that I do is a form of guidance to help people, because I'm big on I need guidance, but I need to make my own decisions. I need the information, and then I need to decide myself what the best thing is to do for me. So I kind of reverse that and do that for other people. So I put out this information of this was happening with the planets. This is what I see intuitively. now I'm giving you this information, do with whatever this you will. But I always have like, it's just, I want to help people. I want to guide people and have them make their own decisions, because at the end of the day, you have the same tools, same opportunities, the same everything. Some people have to go over more hurdles, but anything is possible. You can make your dreams come true. You can do whatever you want. It's just having the right type of guidance and energy behind it and motivation.
And if you want the guidance of Juliet Everett, the Scorpion Goddess, you can go to her YouTube channel and subscribe. It is the Scorpion Goddess. Right?
Thank you.
Yes.
Scorpion Goddess. Look for a cute little witch sitting on a moon. If you're looking at the, when you're looking at the little profile picture, she's got a picture of a cute little witch. See that picture in the right hand corner of in the TV there? That's the little picture that's on her profile picture, and you can subscribe to her YouTube channel. She puts out a video every week, and she also puts out a monthly menstruation video. No, that was
no. But the cat, there's a cat on my moon, and it's my cat Nala that's on my moon. So I wanted to share that too. Yeah, she's my soulmate.
There you go. So you can subscribe to her YouTube channel,
and add the extra S for shitty advice.
That's right. If you want to. Is there a way to make less than 4, major?
They really don't give any good guidance here. They just
do they like say what the top, with the top
money, home purchases.
But not like love life and like friend decision.
Typically, respondents say if they're looking for advice, they're going to turn to friends and family. That's 54%. 40% go to the internet. As opposed to people who go to 25% go to informational shows, and 16% go to podcasts. So for the 16% of those people out there that are they're looking for information here,
it's buy high, sell low, and donate to the Media Virus podcast.
Don't piss in the wind.
Don't eat the yellow snow.
Don't eat the yellow snow.
Don't tug on Superman's cape.
Don't take the mask off the old Lone Ranger.
Don't take any wooden nickels. That's a good song.
Always keep your gun on safety.
Always treat your gun like it's loaded, and then keep it loaded.
No, like you can't just be walking around with it and whoops.
Leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Yes, that's always good advice. Leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Always wear a condom when the girl says you don't need to wear a condom.
Yes.
Oh my God, yes.
Maybe put a second one on.
Live
your life a quarter mile at a time.
That's good advice.
Listen, I'm gonna put this out here. Not a lot of people know this, but you don't have to fuck everyone that agrees to fuck you.
It's true.
Right? You can choose where, when, and who you fuck, and you can make that choice. Just like you can rescind consent yourself. You have that right. Yeah, I can say no. I don't want to fuck you. Your pussy smells like a dumpster. You can say that. It's not. You're not. You're ending the relationship there. But you can say it if in fact it smells that bad. I wouldn't put my dick in it. Like, I don't go around sticking my dick in sewers. I mean,
don't stick your dick in crazy.
I wish I'd have gotten that advice.
That's
guilty.
Really earlier, like teenage. Because my dad's advice. Because this is my dad's wisdom. My dad's words. After my father told me that, Matt, you should either be gay or a priest because you're too lazy to support a family. He said. He said to me, Matt, you never leave a woman because she's goofy. Because the next one is just as goofy. There is no sane woman out there. They don't exist. Don't try. Cool.
So what you're saying is
what he didn't tell me was that there were some of them were really fucking goofy. Go ahead, Stan.
So what you're saying is you needed guidance.
Yes, and I didn't, but I also got guidance from the wrong person.
Totally ignored it.
If only you could have watched the Scorpion Goddess on YouTube back in the day.
If I didn't if I'd have had YouTube, if I'd have had YouTube, dude, I would be a social pariah at this point. People would hate me because I would have just posted the dumbest shit and just screamed hateful things. All right. Well, so coming up after this, after the A block, we are going to be speaking with half of the Divas of One Love, Miss Kelly Boyle, who is performing this Friday at the Pond in Rehoboth Beach in celebration of the Delaware Jazz Festival. That's coming up. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. But Mike is going to close us. I probably should have let him do that.
No, that's okay. I like it when you do the promos because then I can just say, hey, remember to give us a call, 1-646-VIRUS-01. Coming up in the B block, like Matt said, we'll have Kelly with us. If you have questions for Kelly, you can call in at 1-646-VIRUS-01. We'll try to get you on the air with her. And we'll be back right after this. Fuck all the way off. And that's A block.
Kelly Love, not using her name. Kelly Love.
I really wish somebody would have fucking said that.